gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Nanyang Championship Season 2 EU qualifiers. We're in the last game between No Diggity and Virtus.Pro. One team is going home after this game. One team is going home. Wonder who it is? Well, you're gonna have to watch it with us. I'm Lysander, this is CloudX. We are gonna be casting the last game of tonight. No Diggity. Can pick up Night Stalker. It's a Syndron hero, except he doesn't play it, I think. We'll see. Vengeful Spirit is going to be second one. So 2 blue heroes for now, but we do get Beastmaster on Virtus.Pro. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Well, I think we're going to see a Yapso Night Stalker finally coming out here. So no Diggity pulling out all the stops when it comes to Game 3. But Virtus.Pro, they'll give up the Night Stalker, but it does come at a cost for no Diggity. The Beastmaster gets through the pool, and Virtus.Pro will pick it up without a second thought. But now they're going to dip into their reserve time. I'm wondering what they'll go with to supplement that. I do like the Bounty Hunter pickup here. But, you know, it's sort of counterintuitive to pick up the Beastmaster into the Night Stalker. Sure, there's a lot of value that the Beastmaster adds with the Primal Roar and his capabilities in the offlane, but Night Stalker, with the darkness, he basically stunts the Hawk Vision, and more often than not, at least in the Southeast Asian scene, teams like TNC and Mineski X, they tend to pick up the Night Stalker as a straight-up hard counter to the Beastmaster. So I'm actually confused about whether or not this is going to work out for Virtus.Pro.
Okay. The vision game is actually really strong because usually you want to pair up this Night Stalker with a hyper-aggressive draft where you just grab that timing window in the nighttime to just snowball out of control and just really trap your opponents in with that vision disadvantage, because when you can't see anything on the map, you just can't take any kind of risk. You can't smoke it, you cannot smoke out, you have to just play safe lest you get caught out and lose your heroes one by one. So your natural reaction would be just hide, group up, and when you do that you just farm inefficiently, and that's how you fall further and further behind. And I think that's why Night Stalker is so powerful as a pick here. Especially once he gets up the Aghanims gem, you just really don't have any semblance of map control anymore. So Virtus.Pro, I guess Beastmaster is kind of a rebuttal to that with the Hawk Vision. But yeah, late game, like you mentioned, is not going to be that big of an impact because Night Stalker will see and nuke the birds.
That's true. Also, during the darkness, the bird vision does get reduced as well, so Beastmaster's efficacy might reduce as the game gets prolonged here. But Virtus.Pro, they'll get themselves the Lion, so that's a decent way to deal with the Night Stalker diving your towers. Just TP in the Lion and have some control, some CC with the Hex and the Earth Spike. No Diggity. They've got themselves that Venge though, so they've got multiple tools to initiate now. The vision from the Night Stalker and a long range swap in the late game phase could work wonders for them.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's take a look and see what No Diggity would want to put in that middle lane. Will we get to see a Quake for Tinker this game?
Reserve time.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't put it past them, but then again, Virtus.Pro does have the Beastmaster with the Hawk to scout out Tinker in the tree line, so it could be a bit risky for him. But the Alchemist does get banned out here, so we're not going to see one of those games where there's a battle royale at middle lane to shut down the Alchemist farm. Again though, they'll go with Kezu Centaur Warrunner as the third pick this time, so not saving until the very bitter end.
Right. I think now that the novelty's out the bag, you might want to snap it up before it gets banned last, you know. And if you're running some kind of hyper-aggressive lineup, Centaur is your man. He's going to add movement speed to your lot and be able to help you get into position faster. And Night Stalker with Stampede, pretty scary stuff. The Stampede boost could be a nice oomph for the Vengeful Spirit to leap forward and get that key swap off as well. I do like the Vengeful Spirit with the Beastmaster against the Beastmaster, because you can actually swap out your raw target to prevent any kind of to save him, bail him out from the disable. And I do believe Venge is Syndron's hero. It's like the hero's built for him though. The selfless support.
This guy though, he just flew under the radar here for the first 2 phases of bans and picks, and it's a third pick Earth Spirit coming out from Virtus.Pro, so we should be seeing no fear handling that one with FNG on the Lion, which leaves 2 picks on the board for either side. They each need a middle laner and a 1 position by the looks of it. What's an ideal option here for No Diggity to run as their core?
well, we did talk about a Tinker. It could work. It is very dangerous with the Earth Spirit and Lion roaming around, so we'll need some defense coming his way. We could go back to that Ember Spirit again. It's always good.
Well, I am a fan of the puck here. I feel like having that control with the puck
Mhm.
will work wonders with the Night Stalker pounding away. As for no diggities, one position I do like a gyrocopter this game, but Virtus.Pro does have plenty of lockdowns and burst damage to bring him down if they do catch him out.
I think the main issue with Gyrocopter is not the burst damage, is you being strong enough to resist his flat cannon and his nukes, and being mobile enough to go out of range, kite him up. He's a hero that needs his
Virtus.Pro's
targets
turn to pick.
sitting in one spot to shoot them up. So, well, there is your puck. So nice call there.
Dire team
CC from
back.
puck, too good to let go, and immediate response with your life stealer here. Beastmaster life stealer has that hawk bomb that you could grab. The invisible hawk could just float in and blow stuff up. So it's
10
kind of cute.
seconds remaining.
But he'll be able to
Yeah,
do
well,
with Fest.
I'm actually just
5
glad that we're
seconds
not seeing that
remaining.
Pokemon Life Sealer anymore, man, where he jumps into an ancient creep, builds a Radiance, and runs around doing almost nothing for the
Reserve
rest of the
time.
game.
Yeah, I
It
think
was quite
that
disgusting.
was pretty stupid. Like, I think him being able to infest an ancient and have that ancient move at his move speed, yeah, that's not fair. But well, not fair in some cases, because when you face a situation where the enemy has all that right click damage to take out the ancient, then it's okay. But when you face up against a bunch of non-clickers, it becomes absurd. So it's quite annoying. So we'll see what happens as Virtus.Pro do have that last ban, and so do no Diggity. But last pick will be no Diggity, so we'll see who drops what
Virtus.Pro's turn
to
to ban.
counter the picks of their enemies. I mean, Lifestealer, what last pick counter do you have in mind right here?
I'm not sure if this counts as a counter, but for no diggity, I'm thinking a Sven wouldn't be a
10
bad
seconds
choice.
remaining.
They've already got a lineup that's looking aggressive. A Sven is
5
possibly the
seconds
best hero
remaining.
to capitalize on that 4-man movement from no diggity, which I'd expect to come out post the 8 to 10 minute mark.
Reserve time.
So
Okay.
you could probably use the Sven to stack up your ancients or stack up some camps in the jungle in an ideal situation, start rolling ahead in terms of net worth until it's time to go high ground or take a Roshan. For Virtus.Pro though, they're looking for a mid. No Diggity's done well to pan out the Queen of Pain, so if they're still thinking of that Storm Spirit Life Sealer duo that they did in the previous game, it might not work as well because Puck is one of those heroes that just demolishes the Storm for the most part.
Well,
10 seconds remaining.
the hard carry that
5 seconds
would
remaining.
give error. I would say Viper is not bad. I think Viper would be quite powerful here.
Virtus.Pro's turn to
Viper,
pick.
yeah, I kind of like the Viper here, but then it puts them on a clock because I don't think no Diggity can afford to take this game too late without any real source of physical DPS,
I mean,
especially up against the Life Stealer.
Lifestealer versus Viper late game is still not too bad. I mean, the Viper
10
just shuts down
seconds
the
remaining.
Lifestealer every fight. So I feel like if it's
That's
just
5
Lifestealer,
seconds
they
remaining.
as a carry here, Virtus.Pro say they pick another tempo mid. Alright, they stole it. So yeah, they were thinking along those
Dire
lines because the
team
Viper is gonna be really strong against a core Lifestealer.
indeed, it has been denied, but Viper does have a lot of value on the side of Virtus.Pro as well. For one, it's just a straight up unfair matchup versus the Puck, and secondly, you've got yourself a natural mech
10
carrier now
seconds
in the form of
remaining.
that Viper.
Yeah, it's very possible. I'm
5
not sure
seconds
why
remaining.
the Aghanims has been picked up less nowadays. Haven't really found out why,
Reserve
but
time. 10
it's
seconds remaining.
I always liked that item pickup, but now ooh, PL. Nice. There's barely any AoE on VP. You don't really want to
Well
spend your Earth
played.
Spike nuking illusions, and oh boy, this is tantamount to a last pick Brute Mother, almost.
Yep, I am impressed here. This last pick Phantom Lancer, it's a curveball, it's one that we didn't see coming, and it fits perfectly versus what Virtus.Pro has to throw out here. The Earth Spirit the Earth Spirit and the Lion are probably the best ways to deal with the Phantom Lancer right now for Virtus.Pro, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, especially if No Diggity can ride the storm in the early and mid-game phase. and somehow managed to keep their lanes alive for the first 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, Cinder win.
10 seconds remaining.
Will he stay true to his name though? We're here for game 3. Either side could
5
take it.
seconds remaining.
Oh,
And the lineups, I'd
I've
say
got
each
faith.
have their own
I've
pros
got
and cons.
faith. So I suppose you'll be supporting Virtus.Pro then? No, we can just take sides, just for the fun of it.
Bias caster Lysander, PogChamp. I'm just kidding, man. But no,
Yeah,
I think
I
I'm
mean,
gonna take.
I mean, we could just take sides. We'll just mock each other, like, aha, your side's losing, stuff like that.
Fine, I will pick Virtus.Pro then.
All right.
In Yoko, I trust.
All right, in Yoku you trust. He's got his tribal paint on. He's got his Fusroda ready. Yoku on his Beastmaster. We got Aloha Dance, best name in esports I think right now. Got that Lifestealer G. We'll have that Viper. FNG on that Lion. We have someone who TP'd away. We have Kaolin, played by No Fear. Kaolin is also the name of a spirit, by the way. All right, Diggity is all yours since they are we're rivals this game, so you'll do mine.
Alright, you've got Cinderin playing the Vengeful Spirit, while Puck will be handled by Koikva, Phantom Lancer played by Era, Night Stalker handled by Yapzor, and Centaur once again played by the man, the legend, Kezu.
Yeah, right. This guy, pretty legendary plays so far. We'll see if he can keep it up this game. First a great Slaughter and then a great Centaur. We'll see if that is a repeat performance this game. But looking at the lanes, should we be expecting any unorthodox stuff, or is this standard 1-2-2 with Kaolin being
30 seconds.
real
to
troublemaker in the middle lane?
You know, this does look like one of those games where No Fear could hang around top a little longer. If he can pick up that early Orb of Venom in synergy with that boar, they should be able to cause all sorts of havoc here, because you've got Cinderin and you've got Yapzor, two heroes that really need to get close to actually dish out their damage. They've got double slows and one stun, which means that it should be fairly difficult to bring down the Earth Spirit if he plays his cards right. So I would love
The
to see
battle
both these
begins.
tanky STR heroes going up
Some
against
mid
that trial.
Lancer. I love it. Mid Lancer is actually strong versus a Viper because the Viper will not be able to deal with a dive if it does come. But on the other hand, if Era overextends, he could get himself into a lot of trouble. But with a good gank here and there, Era will be perfect at diving the wave. And G is going to have a lot of problems dealing with it, but he gets the perfect block here. So Era going to start this one on the low ground. Although it is Nether Toxin level 1, once the poison attack comes in, Era is not going to have a nice time. But the poor man's shield should alleviate some of that problem for him.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure if it's an ideal situation here for Era really, because the corrosive skin is going to work quite well versus him.
Oh,
He's gonna
bottom
need a lot
lane,
to-
Keizu dropping low. Okay, yeah. False alarm, no deaths.
Kezu, he actually opted to start with the boots, so FNG's auto attacks will start to do a little bit of damage on him. But we should see him going back for the stout shield. I do feel like it's going to add value up against that line.
Yeah. Oh, another stun goes out, but this time not as life-threatening as the last. Just has to be careful not to go within the open wounds range. But Era already having a little tough time with that poison attack for now. But once he gets a few core items up, provided he can farm and G doesn't control the lane too hard, he should be able to lay down harassment soon. Especially since he knows that the Earth Spirit is still up top. She should be able to capitalize. So you already see this. Look at this. Era forcing the hurt in on G. Viper, a very slow hero in the first place, so not going to be able to evade as much of the hits as he wishes to. And G, nearly killing Era there, but Era.
Yeah, meanwhile, this top lane is working all sorts of wonders really for VP right now. You've got 9 CS on the Beastmaster, while No Fear, he's just being a complete boss, contesting the pulls and causing chaos here for Cinderin and co. Era once again getting run down a little bit by G. He's a little low on mana though, so I don't think he's going to be able to commit to this all the way. In fact, he'll take an auto attack from the tower on his way back out. Era, one auto attack.
Oh, the jump forward, the jukes! He might actually die to the tower. Nicely done there, although the Dyer does get full credit for that kill. Keizu was able to come in with that snipe anyway. But Era with the crazy juke and the fairy fire will secure first blood. And that's why PL, good stuff. Missing up the high ground there. Syndra on the top lane though. He did, No Fear gets a double kick. but I don't think No Fear will survive this one. First blood goes to Quakefer. Dire's first blood apparently did count, so it's like extra goal for the Dire squad. Wow, okay. Diggity starting out great here with that early juke from Era, as well as the first blood from Quakefer, and now FNG coming in to cheat this lane for G in the middle lane.
Yep, but this will keep Era at bay for a little longer now. He does have the bottle, which should be brought out to him on that courier in just a bit, but there's no doubt about this. G is pretty much crushing the lane. Era getting that little consolation prize in the form of G's death, but once status quo has resumed, I think Viper does come out ahead.
Alright. Oh no, here comes the roll. Do they land him though? Okay, immediately jumps away. And
Lots of commitment here on Era's Lancer. They don't want him to get that snowball start.
yeah,
Okay,
Era has skipped points in Phantom Rush actually. It's a really good mechanic for diving towers with, but I guess he really wants to value his safety. It's only a 5-second cooldown reduction. I feel like one Phantom Rush would really aid to his aggression. You already see G taking so much damage with this. Phantom Lancer's base damage is really high. And the Illusion Swarm here is very annoying to deal with. Oh, Syndran will be facing down a double damage Earth Spirit.
Yeah, not a fair fight indeed, and Cinderin knows it. He'll back away. He's got the boots though, so there shouldn't be an opportunity for No Fear to catch him, at least not until he gets his own boots online. But bottom lane, Aloha Dance once again doing his own thing. He's at 29 CS, and the last time this man was given free reign of this lane, he really did show up for his team. But the same can be said for Kezu as well, who's got the Tranquil boots online now. And zoning him out will be no small order here for FNG.
And the Lance spam is going to be very annoying for G, because especially since he probably doesn't want to have to go for a bottle. So this Lance spam is going to be unbearable for him eventually. And Era, look at this. One more and he's diving the tower.
Yeah, but I believe
mana.
one of the first few teams to pull this out was MVP Phoenix as their response to the Phantom Lancer. Was it at the Shanghai Major? I think it was. But yeah, the Phantom Lancer has been brought back into fashion once again, though, especially at the middle lane.
It's just a really good hero because of his diving potential. So there's always a threat of getting killed under the tower. And your tower can save you because the tower doesn't know what to shoot. So excited to see what will happen from here. One complaint though, Era not equipping the new Immortal. That's pretty plebby of him. So
Lost.
yeah, pretty plebby. But meanwhile, Yoku gonna head down for that 6-minute rune. Does have the primal roar ready, so could be looking to lock Era down if it's so. If it's so.
You got Yapsor and Kezu though, rotating under cover of a smoke towards the middle lane. Viper could be sent back to meet his maker now. The
they break
smoke's
right in
dispelled.
there, and there's your lance to start things off. But it is nighttime, so they will have the vision advantage here. The kick comes in. Era gonna get caught out by that lion. Immediately walking into the earth spike is a centaur, so we lose Era with that spike. FNG, very quick TP reaction there will prevent the Viper from getting caught out. So very unfortunate that they get caught out there. And well, Diggity, lose one.
Again, the battle royale at the middle lane though, as both G and Phantom Lancer will just not be left to their own devices here. VP, they had the right intention there. They knew that No Diggity will be looking to capitalize on the harass from this Phantom Lancer, but their intentions were met with a good response from VP.
Yeah, well, Quakefer. He's got himself Treads as well as a Magic Wand. We can't really forget about this guy. He's usually the mid player. He gets more of this limelight, but now he's taking the side seat, the farming role, and we'll see if he can get up that Blink Dagger ASAP, because once he gets that, it's huge initiations for him and his team. And yeah, G should get out the hell out of here, because if Era sees him again, he could die.
He's got no points in the Phantom Rush though yet, so
yeah, no points in Phantom Rush means very hard to die.
Top lane.
But here we can roll in here. Syndran in trouble. They kick him. There could be a roll committed as well. They will commit it. Syndran will fall. And the silence here on Quakefer ensures there is no counterplay required. So No Fear will pour it out, scoring an easy kill on Sin. But they do spend the primal roll on that. So Yeah.
In the hands of No Fear, though, Earth Spirit just very capable of making plays there. I'm pretty certain that Koikwa would have been happy to drop down a two-man Dream Coil and hope for TP rotations coming in from his supports there. We already see Kezu holding onto a TP just in case an opportunity arises. But that Remnant Silence from No Fear just thwarted any attempt of a retaliation from VP.
Well, in all our attention spending on that middle lane, we have not actually seen Aloha Dance farming in his in his bottom lane. He's sitting at 66. Yes, it's like way above what the other safe lane is getting at 53, and he's got absolutely uncontested free farm, and he's almost got his armlet, if not already. So.
Yeah, he's actually found this really efficient rhythm where he pushes out the creep wave, moves into the jungle, stacks up the camp, comes back out, infests it when he gets it off cooldown, and comes back into the lane. So he's missing very few creeps and at the same time getting additional net worth from neutrals in the jungle.
Yeah, it's a very fast farming pattern. And we'll get it. But of course, I think VP are the ones on the clock this game because of this PL.
Under attack.
We'll
And
see
VP
if,
knows this, they'll pop that smoke and start making a move on Era once again.
it's not going to be an easy kill. They have to start with the raw. Oh, the ball dies though. Do they see it? Oh, jump away! Error! Not watching the smoke break there. The human reaction a little bit too slow. He will actually jaunt away in time. Oh, missing there. They have to commit the raw for this one. And No Fear will clap him down with that ball. And well, that's 3 and 2 now. VP taking that lead. Error a little bit slow on the reaction time. Will get himself caught there. No Fear. Oh dear, gets himself caught in the trees. I think Syndren sees this and he's gonna give himself a little giggle. Right, smacky, smacky.
He's waiting for him to use the roll though before he throws down.
Smacky stuns him. Off will fly and yeah. Well, to quote a spirit, in war, a fool's first mistake is his last, and well, that's it right there. Syndren gonna score himself a freebie, easy peasy, he says. And Hasterun, he wants to take it, he takes it, and he will now, you know, boost forward here, looking for a target. Maybe G, no mana though, and no stampede either. So very starved level 6. If you look at the XP per minute, no, not XP, hero levels, the Dire heroes are below the VP heroes, especially the offlaners.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, VP
attack.
though, they're gonna get the mech
Radiant
online
structures
for
are
the
fortified.
Viper in just a bit. Syndren's got the Invis rune though, and he's moving in towards mid, pinging out the Lion. Kezu does have the Stampede available, so they could put this to use and make a play. Koikwa's rotating in as well, and he's got that shiny new Blink Dagger raring and ready to go.
Yeah, we gotta wait a few seconds for Syndren to get the mana up though. I think once he gets to 120, yep, I think we're going in, and it's go time. They roar in. Down we go. G getting caught out by the double edge as well. Yoku just stands around, twiddles his thumbs, and like, okay, that's that. That just happened. We need wards. But yeah, that's a successful gank here from Diggity. It's an easy kill. Lucky runes here for Sin. You look at that team fight recap. Nothing really much to see apart from a massacre of 2 heroes here on the VP side. Diggity take the lead in kills, 5 and 3.
All the while though, on the flanks you've got Era and Aloha Dance just pushing out the tier 1s. Era, he's gonna get the tier 1 at top, while Aloha Dance is already cleaned up on the tier 1 at bottom. But VP are trying to contest this. You've got a TP coming in from the line.
Silence! Oh, there's that finger? No, there's no finger. There's no killing. They might actually get No Fear here if he's not careful. And yeah, I don't know. Might have actually decided to go for FNG. Might have gotten that kill there. FNG was within reach.
Is under attack.
Yeah, but I guess he was just playing it safe there.
Yeah.
Well,
I
middle tier
somehow
1's
feel
gonna go down
that
though.
Era is going for boosted travel.
Dire's middle tower
It
has
wouldn't be
fallen.
the worst thing in the world though. I mean, they know that they can afford to take it late in terms of raw physical DPS. The Phantom Lancer, we spoke about this during the draft, he cannot be contested because there's practically no AoE damage barring that Magnetize on the side of VP. So no Diggity, they could just group up as 4 every night time, and all the while you've got the Boots of Travels on the Lancer as he jumps around the map, dodging ganks and finding farm for himself.
Yeah, alright. So Syndren and Quakefa, they have a regeneration bottom. But yep, so he's looking up north, looking for targets. So far, no targets in sight. Era says, I need rune. They'll see a bounty rune up top. But so far, they're smoking themselves right now. They're not really doing anything. There's a Blink Dagger, Quakefa. He does have that coil. He really wants to look towards G, maybe. Yeah, they see G. Okay, does he see him inside? The observer scouts him out. Oh no!
Not like this. Another
No.
scan. It'll scout out the smoke rotation from VP as well. So there's caution pings coming out. That top tier
Dire's
1 is
top
probably
tower
going to be
is under
sacrificed
attack.
as No Diggity will be content to take a tier 1 of their own at bottom.
Alright, so there we go. The tier 1
Radiant's
tower
bottom
will get
tower
ganked
is
instead,
under
and the
attack.
top tier 1 tower in return
Radiant
will get
structures
ganked as
are
well.
fortified.
So all the way,
Dire's top tower is under
Diggity
attack.
going for the trades here, and like you said, they are not the ones on the clock. They can afford to do this.
Yeah, well, Lifestealers actually opted to get an Echo Saber this
Dire's
game. So
structures are fortified.
I'm not sure.
Radiant's
I've actually
bottom
never
tower
seen an Echo
is
Saber
under
on the
attack.
Lifestealer
Radiant's bottom
because
tower.
I figured
Dire's
that
top tower has
the bonus
fallen.
attack speed from the Rage would suffice. But hey, I guess it beats going the mobility build this game.
Well, we'll see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, mobility
Dire's
build's
top
okay,
tower is
but
under
when you have so
attack.
many things to pin him down, pin
Dire's
people down, you don't really
structures
need to
are
run
fortified.
fast. You just right click.
That's true. Well, VP showing no signs of stopping. They'll continue pressing onwards towards the tier 2 era. He'll
Radiant's
pressure
bottom
tier 2 of his
tower
own
is
while the
under
rest of his
attack.
allies will look to beat down
Dire's
this
top
mid tier
tower
1.
is
So
under attack.
in overall
Radiant
infrastructure damage, I
structures
think
are
No Diggity
fortified.
will come out ahead here
Radiant's
unless
middle
this tier
tower
1
is
at mid
under
gets
attack.
contested because No Fear's got a life stealer sitting in his belly
Oh
once again.
dear. We lose
Here we go.
Syndrome, guys. That just
Do
happened.
we?
Oh,
Do we?
yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
we do.
You gotta be kidding if you think you survived that one.
The dream was real, man.
Yeah, but they do give Era a lot of
Dire's
time
top tower
to farm
is
the
under
bottom lane, and
attack.
he did not go for Boots of Travel, so he has gone for Threads, gone for the Ring of Aquila build. I was getting worried there a little bit.
Radiant's bottom tower
Because
is under
travels
attack.
would really slow down his diffusal timing, and I feel like that's Phantom Lance's one of Phantom Lance's top peak points when he gets the diffusal blade. Oh no, Keizu gets caught out. The rock will follow. There's a finger of death. He will get Keizu. He tries to slap on the spirit. Not gonna be enough. And Lifestealer, meanwhile, just farming. He's really not doing much
Dire's
about this. Oh
middle
no,
tower
Raw
is under
top.
attack.
Quakefa gets caught out. Another Earth Spike from
Radiant's
FNG
bottom tower
gets another
is
kill.
under attack.
That's 2 now he's gotten. And this is a tier 2 tower.
Dire's
Potentially
middle tower
high
has
ground.
fallen.
We might be seeing some high ground shenanigans coming out here with the Beastmaster Zoo. This is very possible. We could be
Dire's
losing a
middle
tier
tower
3
is
tower
under
or
attack.
or base even. We might actually lose Rax here. Puck doesn't have buyback. The Centaur does, but is
Dire's
they?
middle barracks
Oh no,
are
is
under
this
attack.
Rax? I think it's Rax. It's
does
Rax.
look like it.
Yeah, they're gonna
You
try and do that. They could even lose. They could lose even more
Dire's middle
if they're not
barracks
careful.
has fallen.
Yeah, and I think Syndrome calls for them to pull back, not wanting to risk even more than one side of Rex, and that's one of the downsides of playing against Beastmaster. Inner Beast is a excellent skill, apparently.
Yep,
These
and
two
the mech
balls are
wasn't
gonna
able
make
to
Night
use it that
Stalker's
one.
life a really bad one. Shoot him. Okay.
That was well read by BP. They knew that the puck was out for 20 seconds. I guess the intention was either we force out the buyback or we get the racks. Turns out option 2 was the better one. Roshan though is up for grabs, and we've seen No Diggity snipe that Roshan every time they're behind. Are they grouping up to try and make a play here? But this time around, VP, they've learned from their mistakes. You've seen an observer ward planted down here next to the secret shop, which should provide intel when No Diggity drops into the pit.
Alright. Aloha Dance enjoying his Echo Saber. Something rather popular in pubs now, actually, because yeah, it does give you nice mana, which Lifestealer might have issue with, and the double tech's really good because it allows you to have some kind of, I don't like to call it pseudo burst, but you do get a little bit of burst damage before when you open up with open wounds, and allows you to pick off targets earlier without having to chase over a long distance. All in all, the items is really good. Because your first 2 hits of Feast usually do a lot of damage anyway, so it's a great
That's
item
true.
to pick up.
But at the same time,
And you
I
don't
mean,
have to waste rage.
wouldn't you prefer to build into something like, I don't know, a Maelstrom Mjolnir this game, possibly just to deal with those Lancer illusions before they get completely out of hand and extra tanky?
Well, they did get Rex at 16 minutes, so
Fair enough.
maybe not, but they just smoked under an observer ward. I don't think VP were being that observant though, to be honest. Yeah,
they've
Dire
actually
used
dropped down a
scan.
scan.
Oh, they smoked under the ward. Did they see that as well? I see no pings, so Diggity either didn't see that or they just Skyped each other about it, so we'll have to see. Because
I think they
Keizu
know.
was under an observer ward, so
A gift from the goddess.
they don't look like they know. They're
Well,
not running
Keizu
away.
actually left the neutral camp half eaten and ran away, so I think
Okay,
they know that
Quickfer.
something's up.
This could be really nasty. Here comes Quakeford, immediately deployed there. FNG in a lot of trouble. Fairy dust in his eyes. He can't cast any spells. He's dying. He's dead. Sintron dead. We'll move along here. What's happening here? There is Stampede being activated. Vengeful Spirit is still alive, guys. In the back line, nice juke there by Quakeford. He's burning down to the earn charges, though. He tries to TP away. Too poisonous for him. And he will actually fall. And now without that pup, without that centaur, they might not be able to defend this tower. Looks like deja vu again. We might be losing another set of Rex. 18 minutes in. Era on his PL.
Dire's
Just
top
got his
tower is
diffusal
under
blade, so
attack.
that's his peak point. But is he gonna be able to fight this huge horde in his way? We talked about hordes from PL, but what about hordes from VP?
Yep, it looks like VP are just playing perfect Dota here. The tier 3
Dire's
tower
top
number 2
tower
goes
has
down.
fallen.
No
Swap.
Diggity doing what they can to fight, but Synderen, he's swapped and stunned immediately there. He'll get blown up by the Life Stealer as Era will get a spit thrown on him by G as Yapso will make his way back as well. Fortification
Dire's
slows things
middle
down a bit.
barracks are
We've
under
got 2
attack.
seconds till the puck is back online. You see the TP
Alright,
coming
there's
in.
a TP from PL. Nice jump forward by Keizu. Steps on the Viper's wings, but it's ended up Era. Not how you TP. Destroyed without buyback, and this might be the game here as Diggity loses 4. Quakeford sits there and twiddles his thumbs, and that is it. Diggity, GG's out 19 minutes in the game. This is CIS Dota, volatile and very, very merciless, and that is it. The Dire Ancient cracks wide open, and VP claims victory sub 20 minutes. Crazy game.
Crazy set of series, to be honest. First Ad Venom going aggressive beyond the 15-minute mark every single game. Then no Diggity making a comeback in game 2 with Virtus.Pro just walking all over them in game 3. It's been a heck of a day, I have to say.
Man, 0-3, 0-3, 0-1. That has not been a great game for the Diggity squad, and well, I think they just weren't expecting so heavy a push. The Night Stalker, Vengeful Spirit, they're not heroes that can really stop pushes. They're heroes that try and hunt and break up the opponent team. But Virtus.Pro, they're kind of like a TI4, I like to say newbie kind of draft back in TI4 when everything was snowball, a death ball. You just group up after a certain time, you just went down one lane, and this was it. Few pickoffs, tower. Few pickoff, Rex. That's it. And
Huge props to FNG and Co, by the way, for coming right back after such a decisive loss versus Ad Venom. They managed to regain their thoughts even after losing game 2, coming back so strong in game 3, reading the situation, knowing that they're on a clock versus the Phantom Lancer and just taking a, what, 15-minute Rax? Or was it an 18-minute Rax?
16. I think it was a 15 and a half, 16-minute Rex. But yeah, and then they followed up with a 19-minute GG. So it looked pretty stable at first, you know, with Diggity doing well with that 0-2 start, and then suddenly everything falls apart. So we'll see if Virtus.Pro can do better tomorrow as well, because we'll be casting as well, same time, same place tomorrow. Probably going to do the Spirit versus Ad Venom game as well for you. I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to that matchup as well. So stay tuned tomorrow at around 8 p.m. SGT. The timings might change, so stay tuned to Beyond the Summit's Twitter for more updates regarding this tournament. Alright, so with that said, you guys should know more about my co-caster. He's first time joining me. He's Derail CloudX. So if you like what you've been hearing this evening, do give him a follow. His social media is on the top right corner. Give him a follow, give him a shout out, give him some feedback. I'm sure he'll love to hear it. And I myself am Lysander. A few of you guys know me, a few guys may not. It's all good. You can send me your feedback at Lysander as well. Any closing words, my friend?
Well, just wanted to say thank you so much for having me here, Lysander. It's been an absolute pleasure casting alongside you, and I am always looking for constructive criticism and some feedback, so please do drop it to me on my social media handles. I will be looking forward to it.
Alright, so congrats to VP. They stay alive in the Nanyang Championships. This is a EU qualifier. They're in the lower bracket, so it's down to that last lifeline, so to speak. So 1BO3 is all it takes to lose their ticket out of this tournament. So we'll see if they can keep it up. And of course, we'll be looking at the upper brackets tomorrow, which is Spirit versus Ad Venom. So do stay tuned to the Beyond Summit Twitter to follow that one for more updates. Alright guys, we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great evening, afternoon, or morning. Be nice to one another. Much love and Kappa.